All right, we've made it to SDHistCon 2023. I just got here this morning, figured I would do a walk around. A lot of folks here I've already run into. The GMT staff is here. I ran into Matthias Kramer, the designer of The Hunt and Watergate and other games. And he's got a prototype here, and there's just a lot of interesting stuff happening. There's many games being played. It's pretty early this morning, and I just got back from lunch, so I wanted to do a quick walkthrough of the show. We're at a new venue this year. SES Portuguese Hall in San Diego. I love these ornamental crowns behind me. And then let's show you what's going on. Okay, SDHistCon 2023. You can see it's a nice large venue, lots of stuff happening, demos of prototypes and so forth. Looks like RAF Battle of Britain set up here. That's been set up since I came in this morning. A lot of folks playing stuff earlier today. We had some demos happening. A lot of people playing The Hunt, which just came out, including myself. That was a victory for me as the British. We got a game of Angola that's going to be going at some point this weekend. And then over here, we've got Revolution State of War, which I think is a prototype. Looks pretty interesting. Looks like it's a U.S. American Revolution game using chips and tokens. He's walking through a demo. We'll have to get some more info on that. Got a game of Plantagenet happening here, levying campaign. First time I've seen that in the wild. Paco, congratulations on getting this published. Got some more levying campaign over here. We've got the prototype of Pipole. Jason is doing demos this weekend. He was here last year as well, you may remember. Got a game of Ukraine 43 going, oldie but a goodie. Nice to see Soonich. 1775 Rebellion. One of my favorite 4-player war games. It's such a great system. They've been playing since early this morning. We've got Successors over here. This is looks like the Phalanx edition. Looks like the green player is doing really well. Prototype here called Sandstorm, World War II in North Africa. Hex Encounter. Some playtest stuff. Not sure whose game this is, but it's pretty neat. Sam is here with Firefight Tactical. This recently went up on GMT's P500. It's a really interesting, fun, sort of dice-based tactical squad World War II game. So all these cards represent different terrain and locations, and then they each get like tiles on them, and you can see like depending on what you roll, you can do different things in those tiles, and there's different stats. Germans versus the Americans, Western Front, and it looks really neat. I played this, I think, a year and a half ago when he had the first prototype available, and I got my butt kicked. What else do we got over here? There's an auction going on. We got a snack bar. Here we've got The Promised Land. War and Peace in the Middle East, 1950 to 1980. This is Matthias Kramer, designer of Watergate and The Hunt. I really want to try this out if I get some time. He is here this week, which is amazing. We can see we've got Egypt and Israel on the table here. This might be actually a different game. Looks maybe like a card game. Or no, it's probably the same game. Yeah, it looks like it's the same game because Israel there you can see in Egypt. Curious to see what this one's all about. His designs are usually very tight, very playable, but very deep. Got a game of Here I Stand happening. A classic. I see that the papacy is doing quite well. Wonder if they did the battle pope strategy. What else do we got going on? Looks like another prototype here. Looks to be some sort of tactical game. I'm not sure what it's called. Guess we'll find out later in the weekend. What do we got over here? We've got this looks to be Shiloh. This looks to be Shiloh, which is Blind Swords from Revolution Games. This is their table. I think Shiloh is the next game in the system. You can see it's quite large. If I zoom out, 2 maps. Here's the Confederate activation display, the turn track. Always, these games are really beautiful. They have a big fan base. I actually picked up a couple of these earlier this year for a really good price. The first 2, I believe, Stonewall and I forget the other one, Thunder in the Ozarks. I have yet to play them, but I really would like to because I do like the system. I've played Mets.
So here's how
over here we've got the latest from Fort Circle. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
All right, we're gonna play a card.
Halls of Montezuma.
Yeah, I want to see.
Kevin leading the demos himself.
Yeah. Okay. So they're playing a battle card.
Looks like a game if you were a fan of
And what does he get?
the naval one that I'm missing the title of off the top of my head about the Barbary pirates and the U.S. Navy. Looks like it'll be very similar. Here we've got the silent auction, some good stuff on display. Got a CNC Napoleonics bundle, Liberty or Death, Twilight Struggle bundle, copy of Littoral Commander Indo-Pacific. I'm very interested in that one. Pacific War. We got some Ted Racer Dark Series games, some C3I, GMT with a heavy presence here. Here's a copy of Less Than 60 Miles. Some bids starting there. Got a nice Fort Circle. Shores of Tripoli. There it is. That's the game I was talking about. So Halls of Montezuma and Shores of Tripoli seem to share some DNA. The latest from Fellowship of Simulations, Trench War, which is a World War I card game, is part of this bundle. Votes for Women, and Tori Brown is here. I'm hoping to get a chance to talk to her at some point. Donnerschlag from VUCA, and then we've got Grand Havoc and Eagles in the Sky from Revolution. Grand Havoc is, I think, the newest game in the Blind Sword, so it's Perryville. Time for Trumpets, some Space Corp, and then a copy of Most Fearful Sacrifice. Looks like the second edition, potentially, from Flying Pig. A lot of people interested in that one. Got the official con t-shirts, the check-in. What other games we got going? We got Triumph and Tragedy starting up over here.
We're working on it.
Working on it. Do you have a third player?
Yeah.
Nice. A classic, really fun game. And then this is...
Prelude to Revolution.
Yes, Prelude to Revolution, the Russian...
Russia's descent into anarchy.
Yes. I've played the Canadian one, the Prelude to Rebellion, which was really good. I really enjoyed that game. And I haven't yet played this one, but it's an interesting topic.
It's the same rule structure.
Yeah.
The big difference is there are attached areas that when you do the support, that these will
count.
add a bonus.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. A little more interplay on the board. Yeah, neat. That's awesome. It's a really good series. It's kind of a Twilight Struggle-like, but it's also very unique and interesting in its own way. Got some more Shiloh happening here with the designer, Steve Carey. And let's go down here. Looks like Imperial Struggle is being played, maybe. We got another prototype here. Not sure what this is. This looks like a World War II, some sort of World War II game. It's interesting. I wonder what this is called. Oh, this is it looks like it's Marie Suckling. This new game. Interesting. Got Imperial Struggle. A game I need to break out and play more of. And we've got a game of Cuba Libre happening over here, which has been going on all morning. So yeah, so that's kind of the Friday morning here at SDHistCon. We'll probably see a lot more people here tomorrow. They are at some other rooms, but there's no one playing in them right now. Looking forward to doing some demos of Seljuk, and we'll do another walk around tonight before I leave to see how the tables have changed. Here's one last one before I forget. Norway 1940. A game that I've been very curious about and I've wanted to play. These guys have been playing all day as well. All right, see you soon. Root with Keepers in Iron, Lords of the Hundreds, and the Corvid Conspiracy on the lake map. I am not doing too well. I am the Keepers. They're very hard to score points with. And the Lord of the Hundreds is just infinite. Fresh. It's fresh. It's brand new from the manufacturing plant. Tim from breaking open Weimar from Capstone Games. So excited for this game. Look at how big that is.
It weighs an absolute ton.
Yeah.
The box is horrendously large.
Yeah.
It weighs like 8 pounds.
Let's see the goods. Yeah. Heft. There's a heft to it. Matthias Kramer. So many of his games being played here this year. Look at that.
So that's a great big counter sheet with some.
This appears to be German Parliament. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes. With the recessed.
Oh, look at that. That's so nice.
Oh, that's heavy.
The board is absolutely massive. Look at that. Look
Yes, it is.
This is like flying pig size. So it's like it's kind of like a Euro-ish. It's Euro-ish, but it's about the Weimar Republic.
Got the Reichstag and
Yeah.
various major cities.
Nice.
There's various other different parties. SPD, I think it's the Socialist Party. And the party, I think it's probably the party that should not be named.
Yes. Looks like everyone's got like every party's got their own board. Tons of wood.
There are lots of, okay, so you got some special indented, I guess things go there for your cards.
And it's a 4-player only game, we think.
The Sozialdemokratische Partei Deutschlands.
Communists.
And the Kommunistische Partei Deutschlands.
The National German People's Party is what they're calling it there.
Yes. And the Zentrum, which probably sounds central.
The Center Party, yeah.
Center Party. And okay, we have lots of wooden bits, which I'm going to have to inventory. Oh, Lola, lovely bit of print, nice printing on the wooden components there.
Look at that.
That's very nicely done.
Nice.
Is it sticker? I think it's, I don't know, a bit of shine.
Looks like screen printed, maybe?
Some type of screen printing.
Yeah.
No, there's going to be a bit of shine, but those are
nice. Chunky.
Don't forget your swimming trunks. And armored cruiser. Okay, so there's all those lovely. There's quite a comprehensive components list of bits. Oh, meeples with hats on. Are they all the same? I don't know. They might have.
Are they bowl? They look like they're wearing bowler hats.
Oh, they're different.
Oh, they are
types of
different.
hats.
Yeah, I see.
Do these have a rather sort of a square?
Very gentlemanly.
aspect?
Yeah.
Well, those are more of a bowler hat. And these look like a flat cap, like a worker's hat.
More blue collar. Yeah.
Cap.
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Peaky Blinders looking at this.
Oh, blimey, mate. So it must be for different types of people.
Player aids.
And there's a lot of wood. Look at those. Those are nice.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You got it as well. So you got it.
Yeah,
and
but
Carl
it's
got
at
it?
home.
Oh, yeah. You got it on the kick. You got it on the
Or it's delivering
Kickstarter.
tomorrow, I guess. That's what the shipping does.
Same type of play aid.
Not a super thick rulebook.
Well, the rule book and a playbook.
Oh, that's the playbook. Okay, so maybe the rulebook is thicker. I hear this is pretty heavyweight.
32-page
Wow.
rule book,
Cards.
28-page playbook. Oh, that's some rather small writing on the back there. I mean, that's.
Finger for scale. Looks like it's just an
Maybe
index.
have a banana for scale. Phrasing. Oh, we have a special place for cards. Well, it's big enough for sleeve cards as
yeah.
well. Actually, I think I brought the wrong sleeves
Oh yeah.
with me. Those look.
These
a
are
bit-
European size. It looks
Yes,
like.
they look
Yeah.
narrow. I didn't even think of
Although
that.
these look these are all European size. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like a fun package.
Oh, more workers.
Oh, what's their hat? What is the National German People's Party hat?
Some type of cap.
Yeah, looks like they're about to go play baseball. Nice. Weimar. I believe this is going to be available generally from Capstone like pretty soon. They said there was going to be a notice about it in the next newsletter they send out. So I'm eagerly excited to pick this up.
Those look to be like the. Oh, those are rather.
These are really nice wooden pieces.
Oh, I do recognise that young man. That's Hindenburg, isn't it? It's called Hindenburg. Well, looks like a commie. Looks like probably a socialist. Oh, we got some Baltic cross, you want to call them? Balkan cross.
Iron Cross, yeah.
And some, okay. Lots of wooden bits.
Nice. It looks like a great time. Can't wait to play this.
And yeah, lots of wooden bits. Yeah, but looks like I brought the wrong sleeves with me. That was clever. So,
Kursk, the Tigers are burning. German victory. The first game, it's the second game I've won today, I think. German defense was stout, as you can see. The Soviets didn't make much headway whatsoever. Okay, here we go. Friday night at SDHistCon. We are about to set up and play some votes for women, but I wanted to show you the games that are on the tables. This is this is still RAF. Battle of Britain, I think. Still going on. Border Reavers was set up over here earlier. Looks like some cards. Sea Salt and Paper. Is that what you're playing? Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's a great game.
Yeah?
Yeah, Bruno Piccolo. It's there's conflict in the game, so it's not a pure war game.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, as long as there's conflict, it fits here.
Conflict.
Yeah.
There's conflict. And we're battling with origami.
Nice. Looks like Quartermaster General World War II going. My copy of Selja. Got Napoleon 1807. I love this system.
Oh yeah.
It's like the Russians and the French going at it. They're coming near the end, it looks like.
West.
Well, this
Love that system. Got votes for women happening over here with designer Tori Brown doing a demo. We got another game of votes for women happening over here. The three games of votes for women going tonight. It's going to be awesome. Still got Shiloh set up with the Revolution guys. Prototype here. Harper's Ferry. It's like a Civil War game that uses cards. Here's the War Game Boot Camp. We got, this is the new one from, I think, Blue Panther, Road to Independence, the American Revolution. Jason Matthews playing here. I'm very curious about this game. It looks really interesting. What else do we got over here? Looks like a party game, My Favorite Things. It's like you're writing all over the cards. I'm not sure. I've never played it. This is a prototype. Looks like... Dan, is this yours?
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, this is the one you had last year. That was like... And it's come a ways, it seems like. Or was it like this last year, too? No, like visually. Like visually. Was it the same as last year? Is it the same?
Like, I think the board and a lot of the equipment are the same. I changed all the cards.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm seeing. Because I walked by it earlier and I was like, what is this? And I loved all the chess pieces.
Yeah, it's a real treat bringing that to TSA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Blood and Treasure.
We did a lot of the cards after a Circle DC. And got like some contract.
Oh, really?
And everything like that. And then had contract piece there.
Oh, wow. What'd they think?
Yeah, we just, like, got a lot of input on like how clearly the contractors felt a little upset.
Yeah, because like I mean, the game for people who are watching is about Department of Defense or U.S. contractors in sort of like a hot conflict zone, and then
basically during the U.S.-Afghan war.
Yeah, so
it's basically about how contracts aligned with mission work, as well as sort of like it's based off of a lot of the special investigator audit reports of like what the aftermath was and how that work was audited and what was finished, what wasn't, what was the use of some of these installations and infrastructure that was built.
Dan, I'm really going to need you to not design games with so much whimsy. Okay.
These are like really light.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, getting a buzz on New Year's Eve one night. It's like, it'd be funny. I'm gonna make
government contract work in conflict zones. Yeah. Well, I hope I find some time to try it out this weekend. Yeah.
Come back.
Okay. I'd love to. Yeah. All right. Always good to see Dan. We got a game of Charioteer here that was being played earlier. Looking at games with tanks on the cover. We had a conversation at dinner about all the games that have tanks on the cover.
Not a tank, but close enough.
And there's some sense to that. There's a point to that. Land of Freedom over there. That's what it was. That was the prototype. Land of Freedom. I don't know. It's kind of late. It's almost 10 p.m. We got a game of Salerno 43 happening. They're going to come back and play it tomorrow. How far did they get? They got to turn 8, so maybe they finished or they're going to do the whole thing. Who knows? A pip delay still set up. Oh, Triumph and Brotherhood and Unity. Such a great game. 3 players about the Bosnian War. Very tense. Great mechanics. Lightweight. One of my favorites. 3-player game. Sandstorm, World War II in North Africa. They're finishing up Successors, it looks like. That game is over. And then we got a bunch of empty tables. Be curious to see what's in here tomorrow. We're going to play some Votes for Women, and then we're going to go to bed. Okay, I apologize for the upside downness of this, but we are finishing up a game of Votes for Women here on Friday night, very late. And we are in the final, die roll count to see which states ratify. I am the suffragist, I apologize, or anti-suffragist, I apologize. I need one more state. I have 12, I need 13 to win. The only state we haven't rolled for is South Carolina, which has no cubes in it.
Come on, South Carolina.
And I just also want to mention that we're sitting here with Tori Brown, who's the designer of Votes for Women Watching, so no pressure. So here we go. What?
That was terrible.
He rolled a 2.
That was the worst roll.
And okay, here we go. Yes! I rolled an 8. I mean, I'm not super happy because I want women to have the right to vote, but there you go. On the final die roll of the end of the game, the anti-suffragist wins Votes for Women.